day 63. So I decided to come on live here. Reason being is because one, the waves are huge. It's super stormy. I love it, and it's basically tapping into my current mood right now. And so I've come here to release a little bit of my bitterness that I'm currently dealing with. But before I get talking about that, because I'm going to sit down and tell you guys, I wanted to first show you the fucking waves. Like, look how stormy this is. Okay, so we got the waves here. And she's just roaring. Actually pretty. And you got the sun. So anyways, now I'm gonna go sit and talk to you about my the fact that I'm fucking bitter. So, as I mentioned yesterday, we got another roommate, and the other roommate is hooking up with the current roommate. So two roommates that I'm living with are hooking up. They're fucking like bunnies, okay? Like Energizer bunnies, and they just do it more than once. Luckily, I have a hearing loss, so I can't hear them. But the place is old, so my bed shakes. So at like 3 o'clock in the morning, when they decide to have middle of the night, I get woken up. And I'm bitter because of that, because I didn't get any sleep. And I'm tired, and now, like, you know, knowing what this shaking is from, right? Like, if I was oblivious and didn't know, I would be like, whatever. But the fact that I know how my bed is shaking, like, why my bed is shaking. Hey, Courtney, I'm talking about how my two roommates have been keeping me up at night because they're doing it like bunnies. And I can hear them, but my bed shakes every time they're doing it. More than once. It's good times. I'm so bitter right now. I'm so fucking bitter because I haven't had any sleep, and I am cranky pants when I don't sleep. So I've come here, because the place is old. So it's like, so the floor shakes because their bed shakes, and so the floor shakes, which is causing my bed to shake. Yeah, I'm really not having it. So I've come here to this spot where the waves are huge and it's stormy, and to release this because it is extremely, like, I'm extremely in bitter mode right now. And it's not just that, it's like the fact that now they're just completely engrossed in each other, and I feel like the odd one out. So as a projector, feeling unseen. And, you know, like, I was like kind of like in the sunroom at one point, and they like closed the door, and I'm like, why are you excluding me? So so dealing with a lot of bitterness as a projector, not getting sleep and feeling very unseen, and feeling really left out. And so I'm dealing with that. And there was a part of me this morning, because I made a bunch of like carousel type of posts that I was gonna like put out with like all these like ideas I had. And there's a part of me this morning, I'm like, oh, like, I should post it, but then I'm like, no, I'm bitter. Like, it's not gonna land well, even though the post has nothing to do with what's happening in my life. Is that currently, like, my energetics is out of alignment, and I'm bitter. And so Courtney, who's on here live with me, she was the one who like gave me an invitation to talk a little bit about energetics. And we kind of always get sometimes stuck in this way of doing things, but for not like a lot in an energetic alignment. So launching a program because we're tight on money and we need money, or posting a post because we feel like we should, and, you know, like, because we need to be consistent in showing up. And so I decided today that because I'm in bitter, I'm not going to post it because it's going to show through. And so I always check in with myself every time I want to sell something or anytime I want to post something. How am I feeling? And what is the reason? Why am I posting it? Am I posting it because I'm in lack energy, because I feel like I need to show up and feel like I need to make money? Or am I posting it because this is how I want to guide people, and that it inspires me and it lights me up, and trust that the likes, the comments, the money for the business is going to make its way to me as it's meant to make its way to me. And so this is the reality I'm creating. And I wanted to talk to you about that because I think that is important, that we sometimes get stuck in the shoulds. And I did. I got stuck in the shoulds this morning. I was like, oh shit, I should post, but I'm like bitter fucking Betty right now. And it's not going to land. And the post is like, is a good content, but it's not going to land because my energy behind it is not in alignment. Even though my energy has nothing to do with what the actual post is, it will still show through. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that energetic. So thank you, Courtney, for the invite, for allowing me to speak about this. And if there's anything that you have any ideas of things that you want me to talk about on my IG Live or in my stories, in my posts, send me invites. This is how projectors work. Like, we get an invitation and then we decide whether we want to talk about it or not. So I'm open to invitations to receiving different topics of discussion. I still have 10 months to go on this 365-day live. So open to receiving. And thank you so much for Courtney for hopping on live and and being there holding space for me and my bitterness. And so I will speak to you all soon. And yeah, I'm doing the live in the morning, but I'll probably post a video in the evening because I won't be in my computer till then. So you'll see this later, but it's okay.